Have you ever walked into your kitchen, reached for a familiar snack, and wondered why your legs don't feel as steady as they used to? Maybe it's not pain or an injury, just a subtle heaviness, a quiet whisper that simple tasks like carrying groceries or climbing a few stairs take more effort now. For millions of seniors across America, this isn't just aging. It's a hidden challenge called sarcopenia, where muscles quietly fade, stealing strength and independence. But here's the surprising truth. Some of the foods you're eating every day, even ones you might think are healthy, could be speeding up this process. Welcome to Life Wisdom, where we empower seniors to reclaim their strength and vitality. Today, we're diving into 5 things you're eating that quietly destroy muscle after 60, ordinary foods that might be sitting in your pantry or fridge right now. From coast to coast, elderly Americans are facing this silent struggle. But the good news is, you can turn it around with small, smart choices. Stick with us to uncover these surprising culprits and discover simple swaps that can recharge your muscles and keep you moving with confidence. We'd love to hear where you're watching from, New York, Arizona, or somewhere else entirely. Drop it in the comments below, and let's get started on this journey to stronger, healthier days. Let's start with a question. Could that soft slice of white bread you love for breakfast be quietly draining your strength? Picture this. It's morning. The sun's just peeking through your window, and you're at the kitchen table. You pop a couple of slices of white bread into the toaster, spread on some butter or jam, and sip your coffee. It's a ritual as old as time, comforting and familiar. But here's what you might not know. Those innocent-looking slices are setting off a chain reaction in your body that could be chipping away at your muscles. White bread, along with other refined carbs like pasta, pastries, and cookies, is a staple in many homes. They're quick, tasty, and easy to grab, but during processing, these foods are stripped of fiber, vitamins, and minerals, leaving behind starchy carbs that hit your bloodstream like a sugar rocket. Within minutes, your blood sugar spikes, and your body scrambles to release insulin to bring it back down. Over time, this roller coaster ride triggers inflammation, a silent enemy that acts like rust, corroding your muscle fibers bit by bit. And it gets worse. These insulin spikes make it harder for your body to use the protein you eat, so even if you're having eggs or chicken, your muscles aren't getting the full benefit. Instead of building strength, those empty calories feed fat, which can weigh you down. Ever notice how carrying a shopping bag feels heavier than it used to, or how your legs tire faster on a short walk? That's not just age. It could be your diet working against you. One study found that diets high in refined carbs raise the risk of insulin resistance by up to 30% in seniors, which not only weakens muscles, but can lead to bigger health concerns like diabetes. Even your joints feel the strain as weaker muscles force your knees and hips to bear more weight, turning simple movements into a challenge. But don't worry, you don't need to toss out your breadbasket entirely. Smarter choices can make a world of difference. Swap that white bread for 100% whole grain options like rye, oats, or sprouted grain bread. These keep the fiber and nutrients that stabilize your blood sugar and fight inflammation. Craving pasta? Try versions made from lentils, chickpeas, or quinoa. They're packed with protein and minerals your muscles love. Pair your meals with lean proteins like grilled turkey or fish, and add healthy fats from avocados, olive oil, or a handful of almonds. These nutrients team up to repair and protect your muscles, helping you stay steady and strong. Here's a quick tip. When shopping, check the label for whole grain as the first ingredient, not just wheat or multigrain, which can be sneaky imposters. Small swaps like these don't just fill your plate, they fuel your future. Every bite is a chance to rebuild the strength that keeps you lifting, walking, and living life on your terms. So, what's one bread swap you'll try this week? Let's keep exploring because another everyday food is waiting to surprise you. Imagine starting your day with a tall glass of orange juice, bright and refreshing, convinced it's a healthy choice packed with vitamin C. It's a habit many of us have cherished for years, a burst of sunshine to kick off the morning. But what if that familiar drink is quietly working against your muscles? Believe it or not, fruit juice, especially orange juice, tops our list of surprising foods that can erode strength after 60. We've all heard juice is good for you, but here's the hidden catch. When fruit is squeezed, it loses something vital: fiber. That fiber is like a gentle brake, slowing down sugar absorption and keeping your body balanced. Without it, a glass of juice sends a flood of sugar straight into your bloodstream, almost as fast as soda. Your body responds with a surge of insulin, sparking inflammation that nibbles away at your muscle fibers over time. Picture it like a storm brewing inside, leaving your muscles vulnerable. One study found that regularly drinking fruit juice can increase insulin resistance risk by 15% in older adults, setting the stage for weaker muscles and even health issues like diabetes. But there's more. The sugar in juice, called fructose, heads straight to your liver. Too much of it, like from a daily glass, overwhelms this vital organ, turning excess sugar into fat. This can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a growing concern for seniors, which fuels inflammation and starves your muscles of the nutrients they need to stay strong. Ever feel a sudden slump after drinking juice? Or find yourself hungry again soon after? That's because juice doesn't signal fullness to your brain the way whole fruit does. You might sip a glass with the sugar of 3 or 4 oranges, far more than you'd eat in one sitting, and still reach for a snack later. This cycle of quick highs and lows doesn't just sap your energy, it chips away at your strength. So, what's the smarter way to enjoy fruit? You don't have to give up those flavors you love. Instead of pouring juice, blend whole fruits into a smoothie, keeping the fiber-rich pulp and peel where possible. Mix in low-sugar fruits like strawberries, blackberries, or raspberries. They're bursting with antioxidants that protect your muscles rather than strain them. If you're craving something refreshing, try a glass of water with a squeeze of lemon or a splash of cucumber for a hydrating twist. Herbal teas like mint or chamomile are another gentle option, soothing your system while supporting overall health. Here's a handy tip. When buying fruit, pick fresh or frozen over canned to avoid added sugars, and store them in clear containers so they're easy to grab for a quick snack. These small shifts let you savor the sweetness of fruit without the hidden costs. Every sip is a chance to nourish your body, not just quench your thirst. Your muscles deserve fuel that lifts them up, not drags them down. What's one new drink you'll try this week? Let's move on, because another pantry staple might be hiding a bigger surprise. Did you know a single slice of deli ham could pack more salt than a handful of potato chips? It's a startling thought, especially when you consider how often processed meats like ham, sausages, bacon, or salami find their way onto our plates. They're the go-to for a quick sandwich or a no-fuss breakfast, always there in the fridge when you need something fast and flavorful. But here's the truth. These convenient proteins are quietly sabotaging your muscles after 60. Let's peel back the wrapper on processed meats. They seem like a solid source of protein, but they come with a heavy cost. First, they're loaded with preservatives like nitrites and nitrates, added to keep them pink and fresh-looking for weeks. Inside your body, though, these chemicals stir up oxidative stress, a kind of cellular chaos that damages muscle tissue, slowing repair and weakening strength. It's like inviting tiny wrecking balls to your muscle fibers. Then there's the inflammation factor. Just like with refined carbs and juice, processed meats trigger a low-grade chronic inflammation that wears down your muscles over time. Studies show that eating processed meats regularly can increase inflammation markers by up to 25% in older adults, making it harder for your body to rebuild what age naturally takes away. But the damage doesn't stop there. These meats are often packed with saturated fats and, in some cases, trans fats, both notorious for clogging blood vessels. When blood flow to your muscles is restricted, they don't get the oxygen or nutrients needed to thrive. You might feel it as aching legs after a short stroll or arms that tire too quickly when lifting a grandchild. And let's not overlook sodium. Processed meats are salt bombs, sometimes delivering half your daily limit in one serving. That excess salt pulls water from your body, leaving muscles dehydrated and prone to cramps or stiffness. Ever wonder why a bacon sandwich leaves you parched? It's your body begging for balance. Over time, this dehydration weakens muscle function, raising the risk of stumbles or falls, a serious concern for seniors. Now you might be thinking, but isn't the protein worth it? Not quite. The protein in processed meats is often diluted with fillers like starch or low-quality additives, nowhere near as effective as what you'd get from a piece of grilled chicken or a boiled egg. So, how do you keep protein in your diet without the harm? It's easier than you think. Swap those cold cuts for whole, lean meats like chicken breast, turkey, or a lean cut of beef, prepared simply. Grill, bake, or roast them for maximum flavor with minimal fuss. Love seafood? Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines are muscle-friendly powerhouses, delivering high-quality protein plus omega-3 fats that fight inflammation and protect your joints. Eggs are another winner. They are affordable, versatile, and packed with amino acids that fuel muscle repair. For plant-based options, try lentils, chickpeas, or a sprinkle of walnuts in your salad. They offer protein and nutrients without the baggage. Here's a quick tip. Batch cook a tray of chicken or fish at the start of the week, so you've got grab-and-go protein that's better than any deli slice. These choices don't just feed your body. They fortify it, helping you stay steady for that morning walk or strong enough to carry your groceries without a second thought. Your muscles are counting on you to choose fuel that builds, not breaks. What's one protein swap you'll try today? Let's keep going because another healthy-looking food might be hiding a secret. Spinach. It's the leafy green we've all been told is a superhero for health, bursting with iron, calcium, and vitamins. Who hasn't tossed a handful into a salad or blended it into a smoothie, feeling like they're giving their body a gift? But what if eating too much raw spinach, especially day after day, is quietly blocking the very nutrients your muscles need to stay strong after 60? It sounds almost unthinkable, but this vibrant vegetable has a hidden side that can trip you up if you're not careful. The culprit is something called oxalic acid, a natural compound found in spinach, and in smaller amounts in other greens like beet leaves or Swiss chard. In high doses, though, spinach's oxalic acid acts like a thief, latching onto essential minerals like calcium and magnesium in your digestive system. Instead of nourishing your muscles, these minerals get swept away, passing through your body unused. Over time, this silent theft can lead to real consequences: muscle cramps that catch you off guard, fatigue that lingers longer than it should, or a subtle weakness when you try to stand from a chair. One study showed that daily raw spinach consumption could reduce calcium absorption by nearly 30% in older adults, leaving muscles and bones hungrier for support. But that's not the only concern. When oxalic acid builds up, it can form tiny crystals that increase the risk of kidney stones, a painful problem that's all too common as we age. Your kidneys play a crucial role in balancing minerals, and when they're stressed, your entire system, including your muscles, feels the strain. There's another sneaky effect. Oxalates can interfere with ATP, the energy molecule your muscles rely on. Without enough ATP, your muscles tire faster, recover slower, and leave you feeling sore after even light tasks, like gardening or a short walk. It's frustrating to think that a food you trust, one you've added to your diet with the best intentions, could be working against you. The good news? You don't have to swear off spinach entirely. It's all about balance and preparation. Cooking spinach, whether you lightly steam or boil it, can slash oxalic acid levels by up to 40%, freeing those precious minerals to do their job. Drain the cooking water to whisk away even more of those pesky oxalates. If you love raw spinach in salads, enjoy it once or twice a week, not daily, and pair it with foods rich in usable calcium like low-fat yogurt, tofu, or a sprinkle of sesame seeds. These combos help offset the mineral blocking effect and keep your body in harmony. Better yet, mix up your greens. Try kale, arugula, romaine, or butter lettuce. They're lower in oxalates but still packed with vitamins and minerals that fuel your muscles without the drawbacks. Here's a simple tip. Keep a variety of greens in your fridge, washed and ready to toss into soups or salads so you're never stuck in a spinach rut. These small tweaks aren't about giving up what you enjoy. They're about making sure every bite supports your strength, from your morning stretch to your evening stroll. Your muscles thrive on balance, not just effort. What's one new green you'll add to your plate this week? Let's move forward because another daily habit is waiting to surprise you. For so many of us, the day doesn't truly begin until that first sip of coffee. Warm, familiar, like a gentle nudge to wake up the senses. It's more than a drink. It's a ritual, a moment to savor before the world rushes in. But could drinking too much coffee, especially as we pass 60, be quietly sapping the strength from your muscles? It's a tough idea to swallow, but this beloved beverage can turn from friend to foe when consumed in excess. Coffee isn't inherently bad. In moderation, its antioxidants can sharpen your focus and even support your heart. The trouble starts when those cups pile up, or when that afternoon pick-me-up lingers too long into the evening. Caffeine, the spark that makes coffee so inviting, has a diuretic effect, flushing out fluids and critical minerals like calcium and magnesium faster than your body can replenish them. These minerals are the backbone of muscle function, and without them you might notice cramps sneaking in, a heaviness in your legs, or a tiredness that feels deeper than usual. One study found that consuming more than 3 cups of coffee daily can reduce muscle mineral levels by up to 20% in seniors, leaving them more vulnerable to weakness. But there's another layer to this. Coffee revs up your stress hormone, cortisol, especially if you drink it on an empty stomach or during a hectic day. Cortisol tells your body to break down muscle tissue for quick energy, a survival trick from long ago that doesn't serve us now. The more cortisol in your system, the harder it is to maintain or rebuild muscle. And heavy coffee habits can keep those levels elevated. You might feel it as a jittery edge that makes it tougher to relax or focus. Then there's the sleep connection. Your muscles don't repair when you're bustling about. They rebuild during deep sleep, when growth hormones work their magic to mend and strengthen. But caffeine, even from that midday latte, can linger in your system for hours, cutting into those precious restorative sleep cycles. Skimp on deep sleep, and your muscles pay the price. Recovery slows and strength slips away. Research shows that seniors drinking coffee late in the day can lose up to 25% of their deep sleep time, which directly impacts muscle health. Even coffee's acidity can stir trouble for some, fueling inflammation that makes muscles more prone to wear and tear. So, how do you enjoy coffee without letting it steal your strength? It's about timing and balance. Stick to 1 or 2 small cups in the morning, ideally after a meal to soften its impact. Skip that afternoon or evening brew to give your body a chance to unwind and rest deeply. If you need a warm drink later, try green tea. It has less caffeine and antioxidants that actually support muscle repair. Herbal teas like chamomile, ginger, or peppermint are wonderful too, as they calm your system while keeping you hydrated. To counter coffee's mineral drain, load up on foods rich in calcium and magnesium. Think cooked greens, almonds, chia seeds, or even a glass of mineral water. Here's a practical tip. Brew a small batch of herbal tea in the evening and keep it chilled for a refreshing sip the next day. It's an easy way to swap out that extra coffee. These choices don't mean giving up what comforts you. They're about making sure your body stays as strong as your spirit. Every sip is a chance to protect the muscles that carry you through life's joys, big and small. What's one new drink you'll sip to support your strength? Let's wrap this up next with a look at how to turn these insights into action. So, there you have it. 5 everyday foods that might be quietly stealing strength from your muscles after 60. White bread that spikes your sugar. Fruit juice that floods your system. processed meats that inflame and dehydrate, raw spinach that blocks vital minerals, and too much coffee that disrupts your rest. Each one is so familiar, so woven into our routines, yet each carries a hidden toll on the muscles that keep you moving, lifting, and living life with freedom. But here's the beautiful truth. It's never too late to rewrite this story. Your body, even now, in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, is still listening, still ready to respond with strength when you give it the right fuel. Imagine this. A woman named Susan, in her late 60s, swapped her morning toast for whole grain bread, traded juice for smoothies, and started grilling chicken instead of grabbing deli slices. Within weeks, she noticed her walks felt lighter, her energy lasted longer, and she could carry her gardening tools without pausing. Small choices, big changes, not because she overhauled her life, but because she fed her muscles what they craved. That's the power you hold with every bite and sip. So let's reflect for a moment. Which of these foods surprised you most today? Maybe it was the spinach you thought was a health hero, or the coffee you lean on for comfort. What's one small swap you'll try this week to honor your strength? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and cheer you on. And if this has opened your eyes, share it with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, a neighbor. Because growing stronger isn't just about us. It's about lifting each other up. At Life Wisdom, we're here to guide you with practical, science-backed tips to keep you vibrant and independent for years to come. Hit that subscribe button to join us every week as we uncover more ways to live not just longer, but stronger. Here's to moving with confidence, embracing every day, and proving that age is just a number when your muscles are fueled to thrive. Thank you for being here. Let's keep building that strength together.